Okay, so if you could start by just telling us your name and school and what you teach.
I am Kelley Fisher. I am a kindergarten teacher at Las Brisas Elementary School.
Great. And are you a member of a teachers union?
I am. I'm a member of the Arizona Education Association, and the Deer Valley Education Association is my local union.
I'm just going to jump into the questions now. And my first one is, when did it hit you that COVID-19 was really going to impact your school and your school district as a whole? Doesn't even need to be like a date or something, but if you could just talk to us about kind of what was going on, what you remember about that whole time.
Well, March 13th was our last day of school before spring break. And that was sort of when we were hearing about how bad things were in Italy and how bad things were starting to get in New York. And we had no idea that we would not come back. But something told me to tell my kids goodbye. And I stood at the door that day and I thought, I don't care if I'm late for duty. I'm going to tell every single one of them goodbye and hug them and tell them that I love them. And I did that. And they probably thought, what is this late? What is wrong with this? Let me get on to my spring break. I've been working hard to get here. And I think it really hit me when I was sitting in my staff meeting. We had an emergency staff meeting during the following week, and my principal said, we're having an extra week of spring break. And I knew then we weren't going back. And I think one of the hardest things that I have ever had to do was to go back into my classroom and pack up all their things the following week and know that it was going to get thrown in a garbage bag for the kids to come and get with a piece of paper taped on the front. And that broke my heart. So I think that's when it really hit me that this was going to be something completely different.
Wow, that's such what a kind of vivid memory, and especially having such like little ones that like you do. Yeah. That I can't. Yeah, that would have been really heavy.
It was really hard. I will tell you that I made a couple of attempts to see them. I drove to their house twice, and once I had just a little bag of goodies that just to help them occupy their time, knowing that online learning wasn't going to take their whole days. I gave them a little journal and just some fun little goodies. And I did sort of ring the doorbell and run. And I just stayed at the car and waved at all of them. And that was really hard because a lot of the kids came running out the door and I hadn't made it to my car in time and they wanted to hug me. And I had to say, no, we can't hug right now. It's not safe. And to tell a 5-year-old, no, you can't hug me was heartbreaking.